What matters more when life gets difficult? Having money or knowing how to survive? A rich man and a poor man are about to face 15 crazy challenges that will test their character. Some problems can be solved with money, but others cannot. Watch until the end to discover who truly has the greater advantage. Who can sell faster, the rich man or the poor man? The story started in a busy market. The rich man had a beautiful stand, expensive lights, clean packaging, and professional signs. The poor man only had a simple table, old baskets, and cheap products. The rich man laughed and said his products looked more professional. The poor man did not argue. He started entertaining the buyers with funny words, honest stories, and a big smile. At first, the buyers laughed at him, but then they started buying his products because he made them feel happy. The rich man's stand looked perfect, but his prices were too high. The poor man sold out first. Winner, poor man. The rich man became angry and said, "Selling in a market is easy. Let's see if you can survive in my world." Then he pointed to a luxury mall across the street. Can the poor man win inside a rich man's world? They entered a luxury mall where everything was expensive. The rich man challenged the poor man to sell one product inside the mall. The poor man tried to talk to people the same way he did in the market, but nobody listened. The rich man smiled because he knew how to speak politely, how to dress well, and how to make people trust expensive products. The rich man quickly sold his item to a rich customer. The poor man almost lost, but the plot twist came when one mall worker bought from him because his product was simple, useful, and affordable. Still, the rich man sold first.
Yes.
Winner, rich man.
I did it!
Suddenly, the mall lights turned off. Everyone panicked. The poor man smiled and said, "Now let's see who can survive without luxury." Who wins when money cannot turn the lights back on? The whole mall became dark. The challenge became simple. Who could find the exit first without using phones, guards, or money? The rich man tried to use his expensive phone, but the battery died. He tried to call for help, but no one answered. The poor man stayed calm because he was used to moving in dark streets and crowded places. The poor man used the sound of people, the smell of food stalls, and the wind from the entrance to find the way out. The rich man followed him secretly. The plot twist was that the rich man reached the exit first by following the poor man's path. Winner, rich man, but only because he copied the poor man. When they stepped outside, heavy rain started pouring, and the streets began to flood. The next challenge was waiting for them. Who can cross a flooded street faster? The rain became stronger, and the road turned into a small river. The challenge was who could cross the flooded street without falling. The rich man had expensive shoes, but he did not want them to get dirty. He moved slowly and complained with every step. The poor man removed his slippers, lifted his pants, and crossed carefully because he had done this many times before. The rich man almost slipped, but the poor man quickly helped him. Then the twist happened. The rich man used a floating wooden sign as a bridge and reached the other side at almost the same time. Winner, poor man. After crossing the flood, they saw a big hotel with bright lights. Rich man smiled and said, "This time, I will win easily." Who fits better in a 5-star hotel, the rich man or the poor man? Inside the luxury hotel, the challenge was who could get better treatment without explaining who they were. The rich man walked confidently. He knew how to speak, where to sit, and how to act. The staff treated him with respect because he looked rich and professional. The poor man felt nervous because everything looked too expensive to touch. The rich man looked like the winner, but the plot twist came when the hotel kitchen had a problem. The poor man helped carry heavy boxes and clean the mess quickly. The workers respected him because he helped instead of showing off. Still, the rich man received better treatment first. Winner, rich man. While they were inside the elevator, it suddenly dropped underground and opened into a secret train station. Who can catch the last train, rich man or poor man? They arrived in a secret underground train station. A sign said, "Catch the last train or stay here forever." The poor man ran fast through the crowd. He was used to moving quickly in busy places. The rich man did not run first. He studied the signs, looked at the train map, and found a shortcut. The poor man reached the platform first, but the rich man appeared from the shortcut at the last second. They both jumped into the train before the doors closed. The twist was that both used different skills and survived together. Winner, no winner. The train moved faster and faster. When the doors opened, they were no longer in the city. They were at an airport. Who can travel with no ticket and no money? At the airport, the challenge was who could reach the plane area first without a ticket. The rich man knew airports, signs, gates, and travel rules. He walked confidently and almost found the right way. The poor man did not understand the airport at first, but he watched people carefully and learned fast. The poor man noticed a free emergency assistance line. He followed it and reached the plane area first. But the twist happened when the rich man used his confidence to explain their situation and got permission to enter too. Winner, poor man. But then something strange happened. The plane suddenly took off by itself. Neither of them touched anything. The engines roared louder and louder. The rich man looked around in panic. The poor man grabbed his seat tightly. Instead of landing in another city, the plane suddenly descended toward a lonely island in the middle of nowhere. And that was only the beginning. Can money save you on an empty island? They woke up on an empty island with no shops, no cars, and no people. The challenge was who could survive until sunset. The rich man panicked because his money had no use there. The poor man quickly built a small shelter, found fresh water, and used leaves for shade. The poor man looked like the clear winner. The plot twist came when the rich man used his shiny watch to reflect sunlight. A boat saw the signal from far away. The poor man survived better, but the rich man found rescue. Winner, rich man. The boat came closer, but it was not a rescue boat. It took them to a dark cave hidden behind the island. Who chooses better, gold or survival? Inside the cave, they found gold, diamonds, tools, water, and rope. The challenge was who could escape with the most valuable thing. The rich man grabbed gold because he believed money was always the answer. The poor man wanted gold too, but he noticed that the cave was shaking. Instead of gold, he chose rope, water, and tools. The cave started collapsing. The rich man's gold became too heavy and he could barely move. The poor man used the rope to escape safely. The twist was that the most valuable thing was not treasure. It was the thing that helped him live. Winner, poor man. When they escaped the cave, they were standing at the bottom of a giant mountain. Who climbs better, comfort or hardship? The mountain was cold, steep, and dangerous. The challenge was who could reach the top first. The rich man had expensive shoes and a warm jacket. The poor man had old clothes, but he was used to walking far and carrying heavy things. At first, the poor man climbed better. Then a strong wind came. The poor man started shaking from the cold. The rich man shared his jacket and used his better shoes to make safer steps for both of them. The plot twist was that the rich man won because his expensive things finally became useful. Winner, rich man. At the top of the mountain, they saw a farm below with a sign that said, "Work first before you eat." Who can work harder for one meal? On the farm, they had to collect vegetables, carry water, and prepare food before eating. The poor man worked fast because he knew the value of food. He did not waste time. The rich man struggled because his hands hurt, his back hurt, and he was not used to heavy work. The poor man looked ready to win again, but the twist came when the rich man used planning. He arranged the tools, made a faster system, and helped finish the work more easily. The poor man collected more food, but the rich man made the work smarter. Winner, poor man by a small difference. After they ate, they saw smoke rising from a city far away. Something bad was happening there. Who helps better when the city is in trouble? They ran into the city and saw people scared because of a blackout and heavy rain. The challenge became who could help more people. The poor man knew how to move through dark streets and flooded roads. He helped carry supplies and guide people safely. The rich man tried to use money at first, but nothing was open. Then the rich man changed his strategy. He used leadership, gave instructions, and organized people into groups. The poor man helped with survival, and the rich man helped with planning. The twist was that this challenge needed both of them. Winner, both. After the crisis, they saw hungry people waiting near an empty street. Their next challenge became more serious. Who understands hunger better? The challenge was to feed as many hungry people as possible using limited food. The rich man wanted to help, but he gave too much food at first. He wanted everyone to be happy, but the food started running out too quickly. The poor man stopped him and showed him how to divide food properly. The poor man understood hunger because he had experienced it before. He gave enough food to each person without wasting anything. The plot twist came when the rich man finally listened and helped serve better. Winner, poor man. Inside the last empty food box, they found a golden invitation to a luxury auction. Will the rich man choose money or kindness? They entered a luxury auction filled with gold, watches, art, and expensive things. The challenge was who could make the best choice using one valuable item. The rich man saw a chance to become richer again. The poor man saw a chance to help more people. At first, the rich man wanted to keep the item for himself. But then he remembered the hungry people outside. The plot twist happened when the rich man sold the item and used the money to help them, instead of helping only himself. Winner, rich man. The moment he gave the money away, the floor cracked open. Sand rushed in, and both of them fell into a desert. After everything, who truly wins, rich or poor? They landed in a desert with two doors in front of them. One door was made of gold, the other door was made of wood. The golden door promised money, power, and comfort. The wooden door promised peace, kindness, and simple happiness. The rich man wanted the golden door, the poor man wanted the wooden door. But after all the challenges, they realized both doors were incomplete. Money without kindness was empty. Hardship without hope was painful. The final twist happened when they opened both doors together. Behind the doors was the same market where everything started. This time, they did not compete. They sold products together. Final winner, character. Just when they thought the contest was over, a new sign appeared in the market. Next battle, healthy versus unhealthy person.